Hi guys, it's Bridget with Bees Altered Designs. I'm coming to you with a altered calendar. I purchased this at Saw Crafter's store. I did do a process video on this, but after sitting for 3 hours, and that is no lie, this morning, actually I've probably been there, my husband left for work at 11:30, and it is 2:45 in the afternoon now, and just a few minutes ago I got almost all the way done with editing and doing all that in Movie Maker, and then I started getting those exclamation points on all of my film strips, and I don't know what that means, but I know it's not good, so I just clicked out of it and said, you know what, I am not going to do a process video on this one. I will wait and do it on the next one because I have another calendar. So I will do it on the next video or calendar that I do. So anyways, you can't even imagine my frustration now. So, but that's okay. I will just show you what I did. It's kind of sad because there's some techniques that I wanted to show that were on the video that, you know, I wanted to show you guys, but you know what, maybe next time, or maybe I'll just do short tutorials on some of the things. But so this is my altered calendar. I just love it. I love the way it came out. I think the colors, the paper that I used, it's I don't know. I really like this one, and I'm having a hard time because I wanted to give this away. So it's like, okay, it's got to go. And I know it's not the 27th, it's the 28th, but I was playing with it last night, so that's whatever. Let me stop rambling because I ramble when I get frustrated. So I did use the Prima Printery collection, and I just love, love, love those papers. So what I did was I gessoed the whole thing, and of course I put it together, and I used wood glue to assemble it. I wanted it to stay pretty good. I used a metal paint. It's antique white paint to paint it, and it's got a glossy finish, and I like that paint because it's really thick. And actually I'll show it to you. It is the Deco Art metal paint, and it's one coat, and it just looks so nice. There's very little touch-up that I had to do. So then after that, I cut my papers to fit around the sides and the back, and I attached those. I assembled the drawer, and what I did for the drawer, let me just pull the drawer out. I don't want things to fall over. What I did for the drawer is I painted it all the antique white, and then I added paper around the sides, and I used the black soot to distress everything, and I did use tea dye distress ink also. And then I put a piece of the ledger paper on the inside, and then I used a stamp, and this is the stamp. It's not in that drawer. Let me just get the stamp out. I want to show you guys the stamp. I have these kind of stamps. So, and I have one of these, kind of like you use in an office. So I use those to stamp on, like I did mine and my husband's birthday, and of course my grandson Mikey. I don't know. I did that, and it says paid, and then I put remember vacation and memories on there, and then like just random amounts of money, like 88, and then I put 5,000, and then I put 331, you know, just kind of like bookkeeping ledger paper, you know. So, and then I used one of these Butterbee Scraps drawer pulls. Now it does have this right here for you to put your finger in and pull out, kind of like the Kaiser Craft drawers. But I didn't want that. I knew I wanted to put a drawer pull on it, so I just glued this on with E6000 and a little hot glue. And I used the bling here, flat black bling, just to cover the holes. And then I just put I made up some beads and that flower. I think I have a tutorial, or one of my videos shows real quick how to put this together with a flat filigree, and then you sew up tiny little pieces of fabric, and you glue that all on, or you can sew it on, either way. But you know, I just put a couple beads there. So that's the drawer, and because these are so bulky and the numbers are so bulky, not all of them fit in here. So I had to put some of the dates up here, and that's really what she when Saw did this, that's what she originally had these empty spots for anyways, is that you put your numbers behind there. But I kind of like the hidden away drawer. I'm not going to use it for anything else. This is actually going to a friend of mine. So I just store everything in there. And then what I can't fit, I fit up there. So I put the papers on, and let's see, this side, when I got all finished putting the papers on, I really wasn't sure if I was going to add anything to it, because I really liked the way it was just with the papers. It's so hard for me to hide the papers. They're just so beautiful. But here I decided, I made my own, I so wish you guys could see that part of the video. Maybe if I'll see if it'll work, I might be able to insert the tutorial on this, or I can just do, maybe I'll try to insert just that one clip of this being done. I don't know what's going on with the Movie Maker. I don't know if it's something I did wrong or what, but, or the video is just very long because it's a 3-hour video. So, and I was trying to cut it down and fast forward it and add music and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so I'm just not a process video person, that's all. Oh well. So, life goes on, right? Okay, so I found the footage of me making my spray that I used on the side of my calendar, and I just wanted to set you up here that that's what you'll be watching for the next few minutes. I just didn't want you to think that it jumped into a totally different movie or video. So this is what I have for you here. Okay. So I want to do, I thought these would match pretty good. I'm old school. I'm still stuck on the silk flowers. I have no idea where I'm going with this or how I'm going with this, but I do know that I want to create my own vine. Should actually put my vice grip over here. It probably would help me better. Alright, so I want to put a flower here. I know. Me and all my silly tools that I have. Okay. This is what I'm thinking. Can you guys see that? Let me, like... Okay. Can you see that? Oops. Oops. Okay, what I'm going to try to do... I just need something to hold the wire. Okay, scratch that. Whatever I was just doing. Let's move this over. This is why my projects take weeks to do, because I start stuff like this. I like making embellishments though. They're just fun. So what I was thinking, but now that I've got that one on there already, I'd have to undo it. Instead of doing... I'm just going to unwrap this. I know you guys are all thinking, oh my gosh, she's crazy. I know I am. But I really want this to look the way I want it to look, and not the way some manufacturer made theirs. So here's my idea. Take the ugly plastic things out. And look, I have stamens. And I think this will work. if we do it like this. I wonder how many I should use though. I think I might have to use a big one, because that hole is kind of big. Yeah. So here we go. You know what? Just to be on the safe side. There we go, look at that. See, I'll have you guys making your own vines in no time. I think I could even do paper flower ones. Oh, I guess I'll have to try that. See, this is why I wished I had gotten into the embellishment swap when it was announced. I didn't hear it. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of glossy accents on there, just so it doesn't move. Can never be too sure. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving it, people, aren't you? And you know, you can buy those, I mean, these, to be honest with you, I probably got them at a garage sale. But you can buy, those flowers. I think they're like $1 for a bundle of them. I have a bunch of them somewhere over there. They're over there. They're over yonder over there. I know. I know, people. Okay, I want to go down a little farther. Get this one over here. Well, let me see something before I go in. Yeah, before I go put too many flowers on. All right. So we have one. And get this to swing around here. Okay. Look at that beauty. Can you guys see that? Easy peasy. I don't want to cut my wire with my scissors, so I'm going to get my big old clippers. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I didn't want to go too high with this. Get that. And you can just take a paintbrush or whatever you use to make your little twirls with. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to lay this baby down. So anyway, so I did, this is one of the Diamond Dyes dies, butterfly, the small monarch butterfly, and I cut it out in burlap right here, and then used the paper line and added some flat back pearls. And this, like I said, I made this myself. And if I can't get the video to insert, then I'll come back on with a tutorial. And then of course, I made flowers with the paper pad. I guess I should take these out so they don't. I made flowers with the paper pad. And this is one of Sawcrafter's rosette trims, and I just cut it and I glued it back there. And I did do some molding paste right here, and I distressed it with tea dye. So then on the other side, I did some stenciling too, and it's so funny because that part of the video I would have loved for you guys to see, because I don't own many stencils or damasks, or I think damask is the word for them, but I call them stencils. What I own is a lot of wall stencils and a lot of letters stencils. I think I have two, you know, like scrapbooking stencils. I have the birdcage one, and then I have the honeycomb. I really should, I'm going to try to get some more, but this, I don't use them a lot, but I knew I wanted to stencil date and time on here, just because it is a calendar. So I just took my modeling paste and I mixed it with, I actually put it in here, and I mixed it with the paint, just so I could get the same color. And then I used the tea dye distress ink on this side. So I thought it looked pretty good. And this is just the paper. That stamping back there is on the paper. So, let me see. This, I just left it with the paper. I put two separate pieces of paper because I used the 6x6 and it would only go like so far. So I used this, and I thought that really came out really cool. Kind of like a clipboard kind of effect. And then, besides the letters, and I really wish you guys could have seen this, but I have another calendar, so hopefully I'll do the same technique. This and the legs that I put on it, it's one of those things where I just said, okay, I have another one, you know, I have more feet, I have another calendar. If I mess this one up, I can start all over again, or I can just gesso over them and start all over again. So what I did was let me do the feet. This was raw wood. So what I did was I took 3 different kinds of Lindy Stamp Gang. I used the Toto Black. I used Seagrass Green, I think it's called. And I used Creme Brulee. And I used Don't Eat the Yellow is it yellow snow, golden snow? Don't eat the golden snow. Getting to know those four really well because I'm starting to use my Lindy's a lot more. I'm getting a little braver. So anyways, I took that and I sprayed it with the black, and then I sprayed it with the green, and then I hit it with the heat gun. And then I sprayed the creme brulee on it and hit it with the heat gun again. And then I took the paint, I took this paint and I pounced on it and then kind of rubbed it off a little bit. And then I took the Don't Eat the Golden Snow and I sprayed it again and I hit it with the heat gun one more time. And then I took the stamp. Now I used, I don't have script, just a, you know, generic script stamp. So I just took one that had script on it and it was little letters. This says the best things in life are not free but priceless. And I used that to stamp on here. And it's awesome because certain spots, like I can see the word priceless, I can see free, I can see life, and it's just the way they came out. I'm just so happy with the way they came out. They just came out so good. And I put felt on the bottom of these because I don't like when the wood scratches my furniture, so I like to make it, you know, nice and finished and clean. So anyways, so that was the feet. Now we'll move on to what I did with the numbers and the months. Now, I used burlap. I knew I wanted to use burlap with this paper because I just love the way burlap makes things look. So what I did was I just painted the edges and then I added the paper and then I took burlap and I took two different colors burlaps. I did the lighter color and I did the darker color and I adhered that, and I used Fabri-Tac for most all of this except for the assembly. I used wood glue, but Fabri-Tac for everything else. And then for the months, I did the same technique on the feet that I did on the months. I sprayed them. I did not gesso them. I sprayed them with the Lindy Stamp Gang. I pounced with the paint, and then I used once again this to go over the letters. And I'll use this is the lighter one, so I'll show you this. I just think if you could just see the colors, it's this, I don't know if you can see that, the mixture of colors. And then what I did when that was all dry and done, I used this sepia glass finish. It's kind of like glossy accents, but it just it has you know, it has a dye in it, so it makes it a little more what do you call it, like antique looking. So the numbers I painted the same thing, and I put the paper on, and I put the burlap on, and I didn't do it square. I did it, you know, like I turned the burlap. And then for the numbers, all I did was heat emboss them with a black kind of opaque heat embossing powder. And I did it twice so it would be nice and thick. So let me see. I think I covered everything. That is my calendar that I did, and I hope you all enjoyed it and liked it. And I'm really apologize for the process video not working out. I wasn't going to sit there for another 3 hours and do it all over again. So hopefully the next time I do one, I won't have to edit so much. So yeah, so this is my altered calendar, and I hope you all like it. Thank you.